Law enforcement sources are expecting the feds to widen the Diddy probe to include previous criminal investigations. Now, we know Diddy was criminally investigated regarding that shooting in New York, but I didn't realize the extent of J.Lo's involvement. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signer. Look, I am catching up on this story as fast as we can, and thanks to all the comments in this weekend's video about J.Lo, reminding me to look a little bit deeper into her connection regarding that club incident. Let's start here, though. Yes, sources are coming in saying that the feds are set to widen the probe to include Diddy boasting about banging, bang people, bribing jurors, and using J.Lo. So everything seemingly could come back up. That's what's crazy about this case. As all this is happening, two law enforcement sources told the Post that the infamous shooting and the trial could possibly be reinvestigated as part of a sweeping federal probe into Combs, now 54, and called Diddy, whose past includes more than one mysterious shooting. On Monday, we know the Homeland Security swarmed his house. Law enforcement told the Post they were prompted by trafficking allegations. They got eyes on him in Miami, and the feds are talking to witness after witness. New York criminal defense attorney Michael DeSorio, who is familiar with the case, told the Post they're corroborating everything they can, but everything past and present is on the table with Mr. Diddy right now. Federal agents stormed his home, as we know, but there's so much in his past that could now come back to bite him, as well as J.Lo. Now, look, this booking shot came in during that club incident, but I didn't realize that she was handcuffed to a pole in the station, people crying, telling her, I told you not to be associated with this man. There is a lot that has suddenly come in, and it's wild. Meanwhile, Diddy has broken his silence on Instagram as all of this is a flutter. I don't want to show the picture. I just feel like he's using his daughter at a point, which it's not the daughter's fault, but beautiful shots of his daughter, but it just feels so manipulative to put your kids on your Instagram as your return. I have it here. I don't even want to show it. The kid looks great. I don't want people making fun of the kid. Thank God he turned off comments, but it all just is very frustrating. I'd rather focus my energy on looking a little bit deeper into these J.Lo gun mule allegations and what that actually means. As we go through and actually look at this case and what happened back then, retired detective Derek Parker was the Midtown South precinct when they were brought in, talking about here the J.Lo arrest. This was in 1999. And got to go way back, guys. His then girlfriend was arrested on weapons and bribery. Diddy and his then girlfriend were arrested on weapons and bribery charges. On December 27th, Combs and Lopez, who dated from 1990 to 2001, so she stayed with him after this for a little while, were partying at a club in New York. When they were leaving, Combs bumped into a man named Matthew Scar Allen. Allen pushed back, leading to a fight, which shots were fired. 3 clubbers got injured. Combs and Lopez left the scene in his car and got pulled over after running a light. Police found a gun in the car, which led to the couple getting arrested. Idiots. These two were iconic. It's hard to forget. Like, here is a picture of the 90s right there. Diddy, J.Lo, and Joey Fatone. This Diddy was as big as it gets at that point. As big as it gets. And J.Lo was up and coming at that point, and the two were riding fame. This was a huge power couple. 90s power couple, early 2000s power couple. Now retired NYPD Detective Derek was at the precinct when they were brought in. There were all these high-profile lawyers barricaded in the station house waiting to talk to the desk officer, he recalled. He alleged that they had J.Lo handcuffed to a pole. She was crying all over the place in the squad room. A police source told the Daily Mail at the time she was just upset about the whole thing. Ultimately, Lopez was absolved after reportedly being detained for 14 hours. Combs got indicted on 2 counts of criminal possession of an unregistered gun and attempted bribery for allegedly trying to get his bodyguard, Anthony Jones, to claim the weapon was his. Lots of images of the two. However, his protege, Combs was acquitted of this. His protege, Jamal Shyne Barrow, got arrested with them, was convicted of 2 counts, as well as reckless endangerment and gun possession. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison. He served 9 before being departed to Belize, where he became a politician. And he seems to be out of the limelight. He doesn't really want to get involved anymore, it seems. But he was very much involved at the time. So regarding the J.Lo part of it, I'm searching for a specific part in this article. Here it was. Parker told the Post how in the precinct, her mother, J.Lo's mother, was yelling at J.Lo in Spanish, and she was really mad at Jennifer. I heard her say, "I told you not to get involved with him." She was released from custody after 14 hours. Now, lots of charges come in, and again, we're in Speculationville now, just to be clear. And if you missed this morning's video, it'll open up a little bit more on the background of this case, which now one of the victims is coming forward speaking further, saying, remove the bullet fragments from my face, use it to ID the gun barrel. All of this stuff's coming in. A lot of you saying, well, how would that even work? It could. But was J.Lo involved? There are many reports coming in that J.Lo got the weapon in. Now, others are saying no, including a bodyguard who was there, is disputing and saying that's impossible. I remember what she was wearing. There's no way she could even snuck that in, given what she was wearing or what she wanted to risk herself about it. But there's conflicting reports now coming in. Now, many, though, say J.Lo did bring it in. J.Lo helped and handed it to him. That's one dispute of it. But Beck, this former guard, says she could have been... disputes that Lopez could have been the gun mule and said, I remember how well she was dressed at night. She was very slim. She's not going to be hiding a gun in that outfit. So multiple things coming in here. All of this stemming from this new lawsuit coming in from the producer of Jones, and all these accusations that, yeah, Diddy was bragging about shooting, bribing witnesses and jurors. Mr. Combs shared that he was responsible for the shooting. He alleged Diddy bragged about using J.Lo to smuggle the gun into the club. He shared that artist and Mr. Combs' girlfriend at the time, Jennifer Lopez, aka J.Lo, carried the gun in the club for him and passed him it after he got in the altercation with another individual. So that's what most people are prone to believe. Now, we don't know the truth. We weren't in the room. Obviously, J.Lo's not coming forward and admitting it anytime soon, as we talked about this weekend. As she talked about, it ended with a bang. She's almost making jokes of it, which is really kind of odd. But at the time, she was scared, she says, but she stayed with them for almost, 2 years after this. So it is odd. She was also up and coming. She produced her first album. This was J.Lo at the beginning of her career. She's not the J.Lo we know now today, more famous and obviously established. Could she have actually been his gun mule? That's the question. Now, a lot of you just assume it. I get it. But what's going to be interesting is if the feds do widen this, as now speculation comes in, we may have to go back and reinvestigate that case, in which case many people involved would be very excited. They wanted to. They don't believe like justice was served. They feel like Diddy got special treatment, as did J.Lo, both of which were released pretty immediately, while Shyne was taken the fall. And many accusing Diddy of telling his own friends and colleagues to go to the precinct to act as witnesses to say that, well, no, he couldn't have done it. He didn't do it. And to throw Shyne under the bus. That's the theory that is out there going off. And now, how involved was J.Lo? I want you guys to tell me in the comments what you believe. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for alerts, smash that like button, and leave a comment down below on your thoughts. Could this have been realistic? Do you think she had it in her? Do you think she was covering up to keep her career going? Or is this nonsense? I want to hear your thoughts. We're going to keep reporting. Thanks so much for watching here on Popcorn Planet.